Sorry about that, folks. Anyway, tonight, NXT, I'll just give you the condensed version. NXT, Vengeance Day Summit between the three women involved in the triple threat for the women's title, tag match main event involving the triple threat that has some implications for the triple threat match for the men's title at Vengeance Day. But to kick it off, JC Jane will face Stephanie Becaire. It was about 2 or 3 weeks ago when Becaire got gypped out of a NXT North American Women's title shot in Atlanta when Fatal Influence got involved and abetted and assisted Shotzi, so found Heavenly can knock her off last week. Becaire lasted a decent amount of time in the Women's Royal Rumble this past Saturday as well. Before that was won by Charlotte Flair. Fucking slut. Collar and elbow collar and elbow backs back Jane into the corner. Does Becaire. Go behind by Becaire. Drops Jane to the ground. Into a rear chin lock. Goes behind into a waist lock. Crucifix roll up. No. Now Becaire getting her hair yanked at, and she's clocked in the back of the head. We get Corey off the court. Becaire thrown into the corner. Jane kicking away. And now driving the boot into the throat. Into the corner. Half and half. Nope. Instead, the Dark Angel drives the head of Jane into the turnbuckle and then comes out of the corner with a running drop kick. Irish whip. Sunset flip. Becaire blocks. Nice way to stomp on him. Leg drop. Perhaps. And now Becaire driving the head of JC Jane into the corner, into each of the buckles before driving the heel of her boot into doing a face wash on JC. Jasmine Mink still nursing that broken shattered orbital bone. Becaire gets her hair yanked and she's driven down to the canvas. Kick to the back of the head. Super kick. Anton misses. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the care drives Jane's face into the ring frame. Uh-oh. Henley getting in the face. Turn around, Steph. Turn around. And she gets a punt to the face instead for the trouble. Hey, picture in picture. Makes it hard to see shit. JCJ to control. Irish whip. Jane into the corner. Or Vaquero in the corner. And then she gets run into. And this time she gets whipped hard in the corner and falls down. Cover 2 and no. Knife edge chop by Jane. Irish whip to the reverse. Duck. Back elbow shot. JC Jane jaw jacking. She needs to quit posing and get to work. Drives the knees into the back constantly. And now face lock. Reverse face lock. The care in trouble. Continuing that chin lock. Is Jane on the care? JC Jane gets back up. Vaquero gets out of it. Right hand. Top wrist lock. Slaps to the chest. And across the face. Going for the lucha takedown. 2, 1. Jane fights it off. Forcing a break of the grip. Right hand. Step up Inzy. There with a hard right. Uh-oh. Cheeky Nando's. Now the care's in trouble. Got the advantage. My nose itched internally. Superplex off the top. Still come tonight, Ridge Holland against Stacks. Zarya and Lowell on Gigi and Peyton. Here's a right to kick by JC. This is basically to soften up the care for Vengeance Day and Fallon at Vengeance Day. Jawbreaker. This is the kick. Super kick by JC. Misses the cannonball. JC in trouble. Backdrop. Up suplex by the care, and both women are down. Duh. Backside, no. Knee to face. 2 and no. Ugh, what a shot over here. By Jane, I should say. Jane lining up for that spear. Or discus elbow. Blocked. DDT by Vaquer. And it'll roll up to no. Dial it up. 619. Springboard 1, 2, and Jasmine Minks gets involved. That's going to be a disqualification in favor of the kick. Oh, never mind. She didn't hit. She hit JC. Oh, but the Jasmine Nix. BB. 1, 2, done. The care staring down Henley on the table. Earlier today, Metaphor met up with Zarya and Solruka. Sorry if I get excuse me if I get tunnel vision, TV.
Yo, what's up, Mets?
Not much, DB. If I had to guess as to why no one does the full-fledged 619 anymore, the full rotation on it, it had to be the whole deal with the death of that one guy in 2015 that Ray was fighting.
Okay. Yeah, because I noticed nobody does the jump off of the rope and then landing. What's that move where they land on their shoulders with the legs and then flip them for the pin? I know it's got a name. I just can't remember it right now.
Land on the legs and then flip them over.
Yeah, you know when Rey Mysterio, he would be on the outside of the ring after doing the 619 and he would pull himself up onto the top rope, jump off of it, and then like land on their shoulders and flip them down for the pin.
Oh, the West Coast pop.
Yeah. I noticed nobody does that anymore, not even Rey Mysterio.
Well, in Ray's case, I mean, he is 51. It does extensive damage
Yeah.
to his neck and knees.
I think it's like a liability. Like, man, if you miss that, you could really hurt somebody's neck.
True. I mean, remember Crown Jewel 23, where basically Logan had to catch him just to prevent that.
What was the deal with the gentleman that passed away when Rey Mysterio wrestled him? Was it something he did, or was it like a freak accident?
Freak accident where I think he ended up getting his throat slit by the rope or something. I don't remember the whole context.
It wasn't in the USA, was it?
No, it was in Mexico.
Mexico. Okay. Yeah, and it's not like you. I wasn't saying you get like tunnel vision or anything. I felt like I was kind of interrupting you a couple of your shows
Oh,
because you do like a very in depth, like play by play, like every single move. You know what I mean? So it makes it
yeah,
hard for me to like know when like I should talk or like when you're just trying to focus on the show. That's all.
I
I
got
don't
it.
mind hopping in. That's
I kind of had the same problem with my baseball calls, too.
Did you see the Jey Uso interview on Pat McAfee?
Not really.
No. See, I don't know any of these new wrestlers, and I don't follow it enough to like know who he would be talking
I mean,
about. Or
the Rumble itself had gotten a lot of backlash, but more so on the men's side than the women's. I mean,
why is that? I thought both were pretty good.
everyone hates Charlotte Flair, but they at least accepted they knew that she was going to win the women's match.
Do they hate her
There's
because of her dad, or is it something she did?
a combination of nepotism and her attitude. Think of her like Tessa Blanchard over in TNA, but much worse, and gets rewarded for it.
Well, if we're being serious, if we're being honest, nepotism's kind of the name of the game. Look at like the Hart family, the Rocks family.
Yeah, but you don't go overboard and riding your daddy's coattails. I mean, you mentioned the Hart family, Brett, Owen, Jim, and their brothers did everything they could to deviate, to make themselves stand out compared to Stu.
Oh, she just tries to be like a spitting image of her father.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that would get annoying.
I mean, she does enough to keep herself from not being a complete clone of her dad, but the attitude is a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Well, that's true too. Like you look at the Rock's dad and his grandfather, none of them had like the same concept or like the same characters, you know. I think the Rock tried like 3 or 4 different characters before he caught on.
True. That was
So
more
what's the big match for tonight? Is it like a main
Oba
event?
Femi and Trick Williams against A-Town Down Under in a tag match. It's mostly set up for a triple threat that has Femi defending the NXT title a week from Saturday at Vengeance Day against A-Town Down Under. Trick has been a bit of an emotional powder keg as of late.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just now starting to get familiar with the names and like some of their moves. So I've only been watching for probably like the last 3 weeks just because of your show.
Oh. Besides, this may be the only year I can get away with doing a lot of WWE content.
It just works out with your schedule.
Well, that my mom's Peacock, the deal mom got with Peacock over Black Friday weekend last year. Once that runs out, I can't use Peacock anymore unless I'm willing to pay it out of my own pocket.
I don't know if you saw, but if you have Instacart Plus, you get a year of Peacock for free.
What plus?
Instacart. They do like
Never heard
a
of it.
grocery delivery, food delivery.
Oh.
You can schedule like grocery pickups through them. It's kind of nice.
Oh,
All right, let's see what we got going on.
Roxanne
Recapping.
Perez lasting longest time in the Royal Rumble at 67 minutes and 47 seconds this past Saturday, and we got an interview with Sarah Schreiber and Oba Femi. Wouldn't be too surprised if by the end of the night the triple threat gets turned to a fatal four-way.
That would be crazy. Do you remember the duo that had the name Crime Time in WWE?
Yeah, I know that Chad died in 2020 saving his son. I don't know what JTG's been up to in recent years.
Okay, I thought he was with AEW.
He's not. I can check. And we're now in the ring with Lexis King, the Heritage Cup champion, but it was not without controversy a couple of weeks ago. Oh, he signed to All Caribbean Wrestling.
Okay, ACW. Okay. What is the Heritage Cup? Never heard of it.
Basically, it's like a technical wrestling championship trophy.
Okay.
It's up like this. You have 6 3-minute rounds, and it's best of 3 falls. If no one can get 2 out of 3 falls within that 18-minute gap, it goes to a point system, from what I can gather.
Man, I wish we could have had this when we had Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar together. Is that Gable guy supposed to be the replacement for Kurt Angle? He's like the Olympian technical wrestler? Okay. You can give any context to the stuff he's saying, just I would appreciate it because I'm not familiar with the storyline.
Okay, Lexis King, better known as Brian Pillman Jr., is the son of Brian Pillman, and people think he's a black sheep and could follow into his dad's footsteps of being a loose cannon. He's tried his damnedest to win things clean as a whistle. He was recently in a feud with the No Quarter Catch crew, specifically their head honcho, Charlie Dempsey, over that trophy. The past 2 times he's had a match with Dempsey, he's won, but it has been a dusty finish. First time, inadvertently headbutted Dempsey in the balls. The second time, however, he deliberately kicked Dempsey in the balls and won on the sudden death fall.
Is he a heel?
More or less, as of now, yes. He was a babyface struggling, but he's, I think, embraced the fact he's now going down the same road as his old man.
Do you remember when they had Ric Flair being the heel and he would win every match by a low blow?
Yep. Then again, I was just a kid. I had to go back through archive footage.
Yeah. The son of a psycho.
See?
See, this is different because in years past, they would only acknowledge what they did in the ring. That's cool.
Of course, we all know what took Brian's life. Drug overdose.
Yeah.
Well, Senior Pillman. Anyone who's watched that Dark Side of the Ring documentary would know what I'm talking about.
Who's the other WWE family that's had a lot of tragedy? The Von Erichs?
Technically, they were world-class championship wrestling, but yes. I mean, the only one that's still alive today is Kevin, and he's been raising his sons, Ross and Marshall, in the wrestling business.
This guy's a good talker. He could do without all the facial hair, though. It's a little overkill.
What is he talking about?
His sweet queen. The fuck?
Gone are the days of the meaningless rounds. Gone are the days of the ill-advised tournament and the egregious time limits. No. From this day forward, the Heritage Cup will be one fall, winner take all. Because this is mine.
What the hell? Congo? I thought he was in TNA.
I was not expecting that. Fuck him up. We need a match right now for the cup. I like this entrance.
So, I swear, I saw this guy in November. I could have sworn he was still in TNA.
Why does that look like AJ Styles?
So what is Johnny Curtis, the former Johnny Curtis, reborn as Fandango, doing back in NXT? I mean, I know about the TNA NXT working relationship, but
yeah, I was going to say,
still,
it looks like they're trying to sharpen the teeth of some of these wrestlers.
oh God, Fashion Police. Anyone remember that stupid ass gimmick? And people wonder why I wanted to crush Vince McMahon's head with some of these stupid gimmicks he put out over the years.
Yeah.
I mean, think about some of the shit gimmicks we had to endure when we were kids. Bastion Booger, the Mantar, Duke the Dumpster Drosy.
What about like Edge knocking up Lita, them pretending Vince McMahon got murdered?
The Edge knocking up Lita thing was legit.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, legitimately there was some Lita was having an affair behind Matt Hardy's back with Edge.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just a gimmick. Okay.
Nope, it was legit. Take it back to TNA and use it for the system? I don't know.
Is the system his group?
Yeah, even though it's led by Moose, he's basically the low guy in the totem pole.
Okay.
So it'll be JDC against Lexus King for the Heritage Cup next week. Okay. But will it be as JDC or as Fandango?
Is NXT from the same arena every week?
No, they bounce around. They'll bounce around periodically, but most of the time, yeah, it's at the Performance Center in Orlando.
Okay.
TNA, on the other hand, have done a lot of live tour shows, but they do syndicated TV tapings. Like, they'll air the tapings in one location, get them done in one shot, and then air them over the amount of weeks they stay in the town, they choose.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I've never seen a Heritage Cup match. That'd be pretty cool to see. That's something new. Well, it's not new, but it's new from the time I watched.
Then join me next week when you'll get your first taste of it.
Yeah, well, man, we'll see what it's like. So what's the new women's titles they have? The Intercontinental, is that the only one?
In the U.S., but it's not for this particular division, for this branch.
I got you. Yeah, when I watched, they only had the women's world championship.
The family. I forgot that tonight it's Stacks against Holland.
So what, the next match is going to be a tag team?
No, it's a singles,
Singles?
I think. Or unless it's a women's tag match, then yeah.
Yeah, that's the confusing part because it was like a group of people, but one person had the title. So it's like, okay.
Oh, that's the family led by Tony D'Angelo. He's the North American champion.
Oh, so when it said next, he's just going to come out and speak?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, the only reason I got back into wrestling is because of your show, so otherwise I wouldn't have watched it at all. You say it's all right?
Well, I'm playing another show this Saturday night. This time for MLW Super Fight 6.
Is that a independent organization?
Yeah, it's smaller. I've been to it once. About 3 years ago.
Now, what do you do for that
Version
since
that
it's
Matt
not
Riddle's
on?
the world champion in right now.
That one's not on TV, right?
No, it's on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They have their own YouTube channel. I can send you a link to it. This one right here. I sent in the Discord. I DM'd it to you in the Discord server. In Discord. Most of their major shows are only like 2 hours in length at worst. And that's mostly because of the YouTube budgeting. They can't really do major shows for lengthy periods of time. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm watching their last show. It doesn't look bad. One thing I will say, they're actually slapping the fuck out of each other. You know, like when they have them backed up into a turnbuckle and they give them like a backhand, they're slapping them. Yeah, we'll check that out.
I mean, the card for the Super Fight itself is pretty stacked.
Well, the thing a lot of non-wrestling fans can't appreciate
my
is like,
question is still, what the hell is a honey trap match?
Yeah, I've never heard of that. I can't even imagine. I think they should just expand the ones they have, like come up with new ideas and new creative like takes on it, instead of
We know
trying
at the
to.
start of April, their next event is coming up, the Battle Riot, their version of the Royal Rumble, but there are some differences. One, it's 40 men involved in the match, not 30. Two, 1 minute intervals. Three, you can be eliminated by pinfall, submission, and or going over the top with both your feet hitting the floor. And four, you win, you get a golden ticket that you can cash in any time for an MLW World Title shot. And it is Stacks against Holland up next. And Stacks getting the jump early.
Oh, dirty.
Stacks whips Holland, who reverses. Back elbow. Of course, Rich, most remember from the Brawling Brutes. And then Chase U before he disbanded that. Before he basically stabbed that group in the back and then forced it to disband back in November. Overhead belly to belly to Stacks.
Beautiful.
And here you see Sean Spears and his cohorts. Jensen and Ethan, or whatever his name was. Stacks going to work, duck of the clothesline. Into step up, Gamagiri kick, sends Holland out through the ropes. Holland back on the apron. Big drop kick. Baseball slide, no. Oh! Back first into the steps goes Stacks. Irish whip reverse. Oh, God. Slingshots the middle rope on Holland. Still to come tonight, Zarian Sol Ruka against Peyton Haxley and Gigi Dolan.
Oh, super kick.
That was more of a boot to just a straight up boot. And of course, 8 down under against Trick Williams and Oba Femi. Holland jaw jacking at Stacks. Stacks with a slap in the face. Step of the smash to the foot. Jawbreaker. Blocks a right, retaliates. And again. And again. Lefts and right to the chest. Irish whip reversed. Flying clothesline. Kick to the gut by Holland. Drives, sends Stacks to the apron. Boot to the face by Stacks.
Who's the guy in the blue pants?
That's Stacks from the
Remind-
family.
Reminds me of early John Cena. He's really good. I don't know how he is as a wrestler. He's doing great though.
Trap arm overhead. Boot to the face. Up and point of the hip on the apron. We all know how painful that is. Boss. I mean, just a thing. She got caught this time. She basically aided Angela in winning the North American title last time around. Wait a minute. Roll up. 1, 2. No. Duck of the clothesline. This time he gets mauled with it. And the Redeemer. And that's it.
Yeah, the guy in the blue pants is a really great performer. He puts the muscle on. I think he could be a star.
There you see the NXT Tag Champions Fraxium. They'll be defending the titles on Impact this Thursday against the Nemeth Brothers. And they just got confronted by Josh Briggs and Yoshiki Inamura. Just as a heads up, Inamura is not originally from NXT. He's on loan from Pro Wrestling Noah in Japan. Basically, Briggs brought him over after they had a match against one another during Noah's N1 Victory Round Robin tournament. But now it's time for women's tag team action. Sol Ruka and Zarya versus Tam Paxley and Gigi Dolan.
So is Vengeance Day the next pay-per-view?
PLE, but it's an NXT one, so I don't expect as many people to watch that as they do the main events. The big event for the main roster coming up is the Elimination Chamber at the start of March.
What does NXT do for their shows?
Basically, roughly the same thing as their bigger brother, except
It's on Netflix?
no, it's on Peacock as well.
Okay.
Peacock for North America, and for the US and Canada, Netflix everywhere else.
Okay. Mets, you know about the virtual background option, right? Like what I have?
It kind of lags on me when I did it. It lagged
Oh,
on me
okay.
the last time I did it.
Okay.
Look at my Mets versus Brewers game where I tried to use a background of family, whatever field Milwaukee plays in, and Matty said it lagged, and it caused me to lag severely.
Okay, are you on a laptop?
MacBook, but yes.
Okay, I got you. All right, let's see what these women do in this tag match. Wrestling's been pretty good so far. Yeah, the thing non-wrestling fans don't get about it is the performance. Like you have to be able to sell what you're doing. You have to be able to convince people.
True.
It's actually kind of an art form. You watch Olympic wrestling or anything like that?
Not really, no.
No.
I mean, yeah, that form of wrestling is pretty prominent in the high school and collegiate areas in my neck of the woods. I mean, my high school was pretty proficient in that form of wrestling.
Yeah. No, there's some legit badasses like that Gable guy, Kurt Angle. There's people like that that do Olympic wrestling. It's pretty impressive.
I had the chicken bacon ranch one. Not as cracked up as it should be.
Was that Wendy's?
No, Zaxby's. Here come Gigi, Tatum, and Shotzi. Ruka with Paxley. Paxley gets free. Back flips over on Ruka into a front chin lock. So hell by Ruka. Yeah, Shotzi coming up short last week against Fallon Henley in her bid for the North American title, which now goes to Bakar at Vengeance Day. And Ruka gets slammed, but unfortunately, Ruka didn't realize there was a blind tag by Gigi Dolan. She gets shoved off the surfboard, and here comes Zarya. Trying for the crucifixes. Dolan has to switch to a sunset flip. She gets caught. And let me just say this. Zarya is a fucking beast. Uh-oh.
Yeah, to be able to flip somebody from the crucifix overhead, yeah.
And Zarya, it just delivers a bitch slap of her own. Tag mate.
Gonna get fucked up. There you go. Here we go.
Easy with a Rana. Drop kick. I think the ref was saying that Zarya didn't have the tag rope. And here comes Paxley.
Oh.
Nice elbow. 1, 2. Nope. Spider inside her? What the hell?
Yeah, no offense. This girl in the green cannot wrestle worth a fuck.
Paxley? Cam Paxley?
Yeah.
Double under butterfly. Look good. Tag made to Gigi Dolan. Middle rope senton. 1, 2. Nope.
That was nice.
Kick to the back of the head by Gigi. Ruka with the head scissors. Now the tag to Zarya is legalized. Paxley and illegally, she gets whopped with a clothesline. Big pump kick and a headbutt. Big German.
Going to town.
Back of the clothesline. Spin.
Look like Goldberg.
But Paxley barely able to make the save. Nope. Double Lindsay's by Dolan and Paxley. Double team whip in the corner. Duck gets Paxley, but not gets Dolan, but not Paxley. Paxley caught. Firewoman's carry. C5. Soul Snatcher. 1, 2, done.
They have a woman doing the F5. That was beautiful. That was a pretty good match. What's the bigger woman in the pink? What's her name? Zolruka.
Or Stephanie Becerra and Julia were part of the Women's Royal Rumble this past Saturday. Before Charlotte eliminated Julia and Steph got eliminated by Nia Jax in one of the weirdest botches I've ever seen.
Yeah, when I watched that, I was like, I don't think that was planned. And I don't get the whole John Cena thing either.
Having him lose to Jey Uso?
Yeah, I think it's a situation like The Undertaker where like he's retired, but he comes back occasionally. There's no way that's his last Royal Rumble and he loses.
Up next, it's Summit time.
Was Undertaker's last match at WrestleMania a loss, or did he come back after the loss and get a win?
He came back a couple of times in 2018, 2019. He hung it up during the pandemic in 20.
Okay.
His
So he
last
didn't end
match
up with a
was
loss.
WrestleMania 36, the Boneyard match against AJ during the pandemic.
Mets, let me know if this works on your side, okay? Should be able to hear it. Just an audio clip.
Shots fired!
I heard, but what did it say?
Shots fired.
Oh. I've had that spicy grilled chicken filet sandwich, but it's not all that great.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Chick-fil-A. It's okay. I think last time I went there was like $15 for a meal, chicken sandwich meal.
It's usually about 12 for me whenever I get a salad. And then again, there's a little drive-through booth at my at the mall nearest the local at my local shopping mall, all near me.
Yeah, sometimes when I look at those prices, I'm like, man, I'd rather just go to a local spot. I don't mind paying $12 for a salad. I'm not going to do it every day, though. That's crazy. I'll probably hang out for this next match, and then I'm going to head out and get ready for Mike's show. We got about 30 minutes left.
All right.
When is SummerSlam? Is that July?
August.
August?
It's going to be in the middle at MetLife this year. 2 days.
Are you going to go?
Probably not.
No. What's the last pay-per-view you went to?
For any wrestling promotion, I'd have to say it was the 2019 Crockett Cup between Ring of Honor and the National Wrestling Alliance. But overall, I'd have to say either MLW Super Fight or Deadlock Pro Super Battle at the Grady Cole Center in March, around this time in 2022, and last October, respectively.
Okay.
But for general pay-per-views, I think it was either the aforementioned Crockett Cup or Best in the World 2016 for the original Ring of Honor, or Bound for Glory 2015 for TNA.
Where's WrestleMania at this year?
Las Vegas.
Jesus Christ.
Next year, it's going to be in Indianapolis. And now it's time for the summit. This isn't a match. It's basically a contract signing of sorts. Here comes a former NXT Women's Champion in her own right. This past Saturday, she lasted over 40 minutes in the Women's Rumble. Bayley. Do you prefer role model Bayley or hugger Bayley?
I don't know. In my honest opinion, it seems like every single female on the show so far has tried to be like a new version of like Lita or something like that. I'm not really down with it. Doesn't seem very unique.
Well, consider the era many of these women grew up in.
Yeah, true. I mean, it might be just the popular
Here
way to
comes
go.
Another former champion, and the woman who dropped it at New Year's Eve last month, the current champion, Julia Roxanne Perez, who, as mentioned before, lasted longer than any woman in the Rumble at over 67 minutes.
So what's this promotion all about? Or this like the snippet?
Basically, just for them to get their verbal shit in for Vengeance Day.
Okay.
No, Roxanne. At least for a woman. For a man, it's held by Gunther at over 71 minutes.
What do you prefer, Hell in a Cell or Elimination Chamber?
Both have been neutered the last decade and a half. I want blood. Hell in a Cell got worse when Vince switched from the steel cell to that annoyingly crippling giant red rubber eyesore of a cell.
Yeah.
For a few years. I mean, I'm glad it's back to a steel cell, but still. I really hated that red rubber one.
Well, the thing is, you don't actually have to do a lot of damage to have people bleed. You know what I mean? A lot of that was showmanship.
I know, but I'm saying the red cell was designed to prevent bleeding.
Yeah.
And the fact that it was rubber instead of steel made it worse.
I think them getting battered and beaten up like that kind of earns people's respect. 'Cause it's one thing to be able to like act and perform and like sell it, but it's another thing to like take an injury for the sake of the performance. Shut up.
Does everyone try to copy the Japanese system of training, or is it just me?
No, they do.
Whoa. True. But even when she had it, she was going fucking loco.
See, if they're serious about this promotion, they better start throwing punches. This would be a perfect time for them to like tense up and then start fighting.
Ooh, cheap shot, but true.
Come on, you got to beat her ass. Come on.
Oh, shit.
They got to fight. Come on.
Tell me she didn't just say that.
That's what I'm saying. They got to fucking throw blows.
Well, here comes Julia.
Can't have this many people talking this much shit and nothing happened.
If I was wondering, yes, Julia is Japanese of Italian descent. Hence why her English is so thick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, if you didn't say that, I would guess that she was like Russian.
Trust me, I can tell. I've encountered several Japanese wrestlers, so the accent, so I can pick up on the accent pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's just more emphasized.
Oh no, I forgot about this! Charlotte! I mean, last time she won the Royal Rumble, she went after the NXT women's title. I can't believe I forgot about this. Yeah, needless to say, her babyface run kind of backfired on her.
Oh, she's not supposed to be a heel?
She loved me. Well, the way she was brought back, no, but she prefers playing the heel. She wants people to hate her. She thrives off heel heat. And she does better work as a heel as opposed to when she's a babyface. Because she can't handle because she's a lot more awkward on the mic when she's a babyface. And even when she is playing the babyface, she comes off sounding more like a heel. Get it?
Yeah. No, Ric Flair killed it as a heel. If anything, she should do what her dad did, start talking shit and just being involved.
Yeah, too bad nobody witnessed it because of the scamdemic when you won the title, bitch.
Like, if you were to ever get into pro wrestling, you wouldn't want to start as a babyface. You'd want to start as a heel. It'd be much easier. Just come in talking shit.
I'd be more of a tweener myself. But who eliminates you, Rocks?
Blah, 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 blah. Get to fucking fighting. Holy shit.
Statement made by the Queen. What a Karen Jay with a baseball bat! Oh, it's a kendo stick. Never mind.
Oh. There we go. This is what we need.
Swing and a miss. Cora's had enough of Roxy mistreating her.
Oh, shit.
Why does someone tell me we're getting a four-way at Vengeance Day if Cora's throwing her hat in like this?
Yeah, there's a reason that all four of them were involved.
And she just put in another shot on Bailey.
That was fucked up. It's rolling around on the floor in pain. She just cracks her again.
Okay, for context here, Ethan Page pulled the whole lost my smile thing back in Lowell in December, and Javon Evans trying to encourage him to not give up. Instead, Page faked it and then basically broke Javon Evans' jaw.
Okay.
And ever since, all ego.
No way. I'm gonna say they gotta fight.
Okay, so Ava said that Javon will get a match with all ego Ethan Page at Vengeance Day, but only if he's medically cleared. Keep in mind, the jaw is still wired shut to some spots.
So is she a manager for one of them, or is she involved with the NXT?
GM of the product.
Okay, okay.
And here comes Kalani Jordan. Kalani's had a bit of an edge as of late, since losing the NXT North American Women's title at Halloween Havoc and not being able to get it back. She'll face Carmen Petrovic next.
Wait, so who do they bring out when like a decision needs to be made? Like who plays the boss?
In this case, it'd be The Rock's daughter, who Ava is.
So like Triple H and Vince McMahon aren't involved whatsoever?
Vince has been gone for the company for the better part of a year after the sex trafficking allegations. Remember?
Yeah.
Even if there was a stupid ass settlement and a $2 million payment or whatever it was.
That didn't really surprise me though, because when the Chris Benoit incident happened, remember they looked into him
Yeah.
for like the steroids and all that stuff.
Hola, Capitan. You on in, buddy?
Once all that stuff came out, I was like, wow, Vince really isn't the way he seems.
Sometimes I think he constantly blurred the line between character and real life persona. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he took advantage of the power that he had over people, over the organization.
I was a damn sicko. I don't care for Gladiator 2. It's just more propaganda.
Yeah, they waited way too long to do this.
That and throwing in all the woke shit pissed me off.
Yeah, it's not a movie where you can have. You can't be worried about DEI when you're making a Gladiator movie.
You know, if Arthur Miller was still alive, we'd be doing a Crucible 2 movie. Or even a stage production sequel to the Crucible.
Yeah. Well, movies like these, you can't do it without brutality and gore. That's what makes it great.
Granted, the Crucible was a little more than a political allegory using a historical event as a context point.
Yeah. All right, Mets. Mike's show starts in about 15 minutes. I'm gonna hop out of here. I'm gonna keep watching the show, but I'm gonna have Mike's show on at the same
All
time.
right.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you soon, man. Thank you for having me in here.
All right.
Later, Mets.
All right. Only if you had time tonight, huh? You got time next week. Fair enough.
You're saying big breaks in video Shiki versus the Belly Boys of NXT? Sure. Yeah, match.
Yeah.
You know that I can get a true one-on-one match. I'll say a true one-on-one match, which 2 weeks ago was a joke. And your friend here cost me the match. I'm French. You've got people watching your every move. And I don't trust anybody here.
Well, I mean, it's just so that's
A pebble in the shoe.
Sounds good to me. Okay, cage match, what is it now? I don't need my family to beat She wanted this. She got this. They got Carmen Petrovich. And, great shit. Carmen be listening to other people and fucking warn her about shit. Absolutely not. Until Carmen experiences something negative, you can't rely on the words of others. Come on, man. This is the predator. Those fat guys that go to
Full Nelson by Kalani. Snapmare, drop kick, and Agent D Adonis snare. Cover one, kick out. Side headlock. Shoulder tackle by Kalani. Ran away. Drop kick by Petrovich. Precision strike looked more like a shining wizard and a kick out. Drives the shoulder in the midsection, does Kalani. Petrovic in trouble as Kalani just being far more aggressive than anyone would have expected her to be. Nice back kick by Petrovic into a bulldog. And a kick out. But the problem is it's not getting her a lot of wins lately. Now both women are wrist locked. Nice kick. The face. Climb with the twist over the top. Jay Parker there. Petrovic goes in with a tope suicida. Tornado DDT caught me. Satellite DDT nailed it. 2 kick out.
Specialty chicken. 4 tasty topping combos loaded on tender, juicy chicken. You just wonder why we don't call it loaded chicken. Well, okay, now we do. Domino's loaded chicken. And for a limited time, Domino's Rewards members can try loaded chicken for half off menu price.
$1.99 you just got fun with a Junior Deluxe cheeseburger, small floats, and French toast sticks for only $1.99 each. And yes, Funner is a word because proper grammar is boring. Also, the Sonic Fun 99 menu. Live free, eat side.
Liberty Mutual. You want Novant. Novant Health. Best physicians, amazing nurses, remarkable care. Check out the newest strength equipment at Planet Fitness. Join today for $1 down and save. We're trying new machines in the new year. Finding new things. New focus. New passion. Love that blueprint. You in? Join the club today. Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. UN's February 10th. Planet Fitness is an official fitness center of the Carolina Panthers. It's that season again. Allergies. And dander. Or just plain dust. All coin. Right now, get 35% off air cleaning. It's not clean until it's quite clean or your money back. Now's the time to breathe easier. Go to Coin.com or 1-800-4COIN.
And we're back. Jordan and Petrovic firing away at each other. Kick to the gut. There's a forearm chops. Cartwheel, back elbow by Kalani. And the kip up. Kick to the gut. Next factor. 1, 2, kick out. Kick to the gut. Miss of the NZ. Back of the clothesline. Forearm shot by Petrovic. And again. Rolling clothesline. And down. 1, 2. Nope. Going up is Tristan Rana. Got it. Nope. Side DT blocked. Northern Lights. Bridge. Petrovic kicks out. Rollover. DT block. Cover. 1, 2. Deep cradle near kicked out. Kick to the chest. With reverse. Petrovic kick gets caught. Spinning Olympic slam. Kalani going up for that feet. That's what like moonsault got it. 2. Nope. You're gonna get choke. And Parker get me. Petrovic taps out. And Jordan's not going to let go. Kalani's probably snapped. And they reversed the decision on Jordan. I mean, she wants to kill Jada Parker, and I don't blame her. Step, turn around. Never mind.
Because I come to NXT to be champion. JC can't help you. Just me can't help you. I will see you in hell.
Main event time up next. Can Femi and Trick get along?
What is that? Music? You gotta see that. When your favorite Olive Garden fish went away, you had a lot of seeds. So, to help solve your existential crisis, we're bringing back steak gorgonzola Alfredo. And thanks to your exclusive use of exclamation marks, stuffed chicken marsala is back too. Plus, now you can daydream about family hobby while eating the cup. Here for a limited time only, starting at $12.99. Fan favorite, back at Olive Garden. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors. Easy to apply for the whole family. Vicks Vapor Stick. And try new Vapor Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors. I had over $36,000 in debt. I didn't even know how to
What's up, Mom?
buy food for my kids. I picked up the phone and called National.
I don't think so.
They were my savior. National debt relief can significantly reduce the amount you owe. Now that I'm out of debt, I feel a little free, I feel a little powerful. I'm doing the things I want to do, singing in a chorus, I'm traveling with my husband. I'm practicing my family's something. Call or visit
Okay, good luck.
to get started.
Believe me, you don't want to know.
Still searching for the one? Olay Super Cream with SPF. The power of 5 in 1 super cream. To hydrate, smooth, brighten, firm, and protect. You just drinks it in. Who smells for more resilient skin? It's Super Cream. Only Olay.
Things look slowly. Jimmy John's big that free chips and a free drink. Turn an 80 sandwich and wrap into a combo. All free at 2 p.m. Only at Jimmy John's.
Friendly Italian restaurant with outdoor seating and sections for food.
Samsung. Season 2 career right here.
Lax Legend was part of the Women's Royal Rumble this past Saturday as well. She entered at number 9, lasting roughly 15-20 minutes. Jaya Parker was also in it too. She lasted around 7 minutes before being eliminated by Jordan Grace.
Listen, you guys are gonna be a talk to me to communicate before you come and talk to me. But I think like this is just an easy fix. I hope that tag team match next week. You guys versus Tank and Tank and NQTC. Sound good?
Yeah, the word is awesome. All right, well, if they wanted action, they certainly got it. Yeah, well, if they get those teams, they deserve an opportunity. Right?
Agree.
True. Also, next Tuesday, Steel Cage, Rich Holland against Tony D'Angelo. And there will be no escape. It's pin or submission only in this one. Also, the Heritage Cup is JDC faces Lexus King.
Often I spoke to Oba and Trey, and both superstars are pretty pissed off.
Hey, I will be too. Way down here to expose these flops out. We run NXT, and we can let the show the world. They tap down under the best tag team in WWE. Me and my boy right here, we check all the boxes. We can't be denied. We about to go out there and put it down, and that's all day. Hey, this is like a little preview of Vengeance Day, where finally Grayson Waller is NXT champion. Yo, what'd you say?
Uh-oh.
You're gonna be the champ? You wanna be real about it? I'll take the NXT championship. Me, you, we is gonna be you, NXT champion of Vengeance Day. Look, man.
Here we go. It's number 4 in it show up. Precious, you need to see ball and see man, dude. So Jared Fox to the Spur, Zach Levine to the Kings. Can we get the main unit back out there, damn it? This is why I hate Tin Man and his roster and how slow he is on the roster swaps. This is why I hate Thibodeau and how slow he is. Constantly removing the hot hand for cold ones. Taking his foot off the throat.
So she recommended an hormone treatment. She recommended adding Rexulti. When taken with an antidepressant, Rexulti was proven to significantly reduce depression symptoms more than an antidepressant alone. So with my antidepressant, Rexulti could provide a boost. Elderly people with dementia-related psychosis have increased risk of death or stroke. Antidepressants may increase suicide actions.
That's why I hate you, Tin Man. You are too slow to adapt. A 17-point lead about to be cut down to 4 at best, 3 at worst. And all because you were too damn slow to make a sub.
Chicken. 4 tasty topping combos loaded on tender, juicy chicken. You kind of wonder why we don't call it loaded chicken. Well, okay, we do. Domino's loaded chicken. Specialty chicken is now Domino's loaded chicken. Somebody likes a crackman shit. At least you can go to SafeLight.com.
Carcasses.
Go to SafeLight.com and schedule a replacement today. SafeLight.
Just put the damn ball in net. Why are you guys always gambling on defense? Another failed attempt at a box out, and now we're only up by 4. You guys wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up, Knicks! Tom Thibodeau's slow pace and the reckless desire for hero ball drives me up a wall with this team. Games against shit heaps like the Raptors should never be this close. Call a timeout, you fucking tunnel-visioned twit.
Request your free purchase offer at OfferPad. After record-breaking high temperatures today, temperatures tripled. We head through Wednesday. How cold we get and when to expect rain in your weather forecast next to 10.
Now we get a bucket, dumbass motherfuckers. You gave up a fucking 3. You gave up a 3. I would have been fine with giving up a 2, but no, you dumbasses gave up a 3. And to Grady Penis, of all people. Just put it in, Precious. Or we're going to let the cat skin it. That'll work too. Why was Josh Hart gambling? Leaving Grady Dick open like that. Here comes the Trick. With a chip on his shoulder, and like Kalani, Trick's got a chip on his shoulder. Here comes the Conqueror. Can they get along? And Austin, I mean, it's a dynamic where you have a team that won't get along, and that has shown they can't get along in Trick Williams and Oba Femi, and a team that will get along in A-Town Down Under, as Trick is getting his shoulder, his midsection getting driven into by the shoulder of Theory, off the ropes, shoulder tackle by Trick. Drop kick. Drop toe hold into the corner, goes. Theory rolls back in, drop kick to Trick. Tag made. Theory with a smack. Gets it with a smack. Trick and control now on Theory. Waller. Suplex. Can the Knicks wake up and hit some damn shots? This is what happens when you get complacent, you get self-indulgent, and you get fucking lazy. Call a timeout, you tunnel vision ass monger. Call a timeout. This team is not hitting any shots. You need to call a timeout to cool their jets. They're gassed. Dumbass. I swear Thibodeau is a dumbass motherfucker when it comes to using timeouts with how snail's pace he can be. And they're just going button heads again. And now, literally, they get butted heads. Is essentially, Trick got Waller snuck up on them and crashed. What the hell? And Grayson Waller flies, landing. Should be 116, 111, not 112. Thank you. Should be 118, 113, not 116, 113. Let the South kill whoever's running this damn scorecard. Or at least pummel them into the dirt. A-Town down under in control clearly. It's Trick and Oba have been constantly butting each other's head. There's little to no teamwork or continuity between them. Oba looking for the tag. Theory big kick stomp on the back of Trick. Sorry, I've been a little distracted with the Nick game, but still. Theory back on top of Trick. Theory, a former NXT North American champ, former WWE Tag Champ, former US Champ. He's done a good bit in the WWE. Now the double team by A-Town down under. Jumping knee. Blockbuster. And they knock Oba off the apron again. 2 and no. Unless, of course, they can shoehorn Trick into the match between now and next Saturday to make it a fatal four-way. And now the cravat knees by Theory knock Trick down. 1, 2, no. Theory in trouble, Waller in control, and the kick out. Jawbreaker, but again, Trick's partner is off the apron. He has nowhere to go, turn to. Precious, why'd you commit a shooting foul, you dumbass? Trip in the wrong part of town. Forearm shot to Waller, but he gets a boot to the face from Theory and is bounced off the ring frame. And Waller with a clothesline knocks Trick down on the canvas on the outside. And an elbow drop off the barricade. Made by Waller. Big right hand. Will Femi get the tag? Can I get the tag? Yes! And now Femi's in. Big shoulder tackle by the champion. And again. He's going to throw Waller into the ring. Boot to the face of the ruler. Theory going upstairs to try to cut him off. Oh, God, that hurts. Double Samoan drop. Femi just cleaning house. Like a runaway freight train. A-Town Down Under's tied to the tracks with no way to escape and no going back. Down he goes. Uh-oh. Trick just made the blind tag. I don't think Trick and Oba saw it or realized it, that Austin Theory's not legal. Off the ropes, rolling forearm knocks Trick down. Check the clothesline. Trick shot! 2, and Theory kicks out. Or breaks it up, I should say. Back elbow leap shot. Both men go to the outside. And start from behind. Mitchell didn't see it, and it's over. A-Town Down Under get the W thanks to Eddie Thorpe. And he's got a strap. I think we're getting a strap match between Trick and Thorpe at Vengeance Day. You ain't getting any. That's what. I'm calling it now. Vengeance Day, Eddie Thorpe, Trick Williams, strap match. We're getting a strap match at Vengeance Day. I'm feeling my bones. Winner faces whoever the NXT champion is at Stand and Deliver in April. And that's it for tonight's episode of NXT on CW Live React. Comment, like, and subscribe to the now rechristened Aboriginal Sports Network and to myself, Mets2128. Till then, comment, like, and subscribe. And all the other members of the Aboriginal Sports Network, Big Pat, Unpopular, Iman, Coach Eddie, and so forth. I'm Mets2128. Goodbye, and good fucking night. Bang. We're getting a strap match.